We're going to talk about two multiplication properties today. One is the identity property of multiplication. If you remember, we did the commutative property, order doesn't matter. That's true in multiplication as well. The associative property, I use parentheses to group, doesn't matter. And the identity property of addition. There was a number that when you added it, did not change the identity of a number. Think of this, 8 plus blank equals 8. What's the only number that makes that true? 0. Today we're going to talk about the identity property of multiplication. It is not 0. You have to think of what number would not change the identity when it's multiplied. 8 times blank equals 8. Well, we're going to go ahead and take a peek at the example they gave us. They gave us 4 flower pots. I would have not made them so fancy. I would have made them looking like this. Here are my 4 super pretty flower pots. Each has 1 daisy. I put 1 in each. How many daisies are there in all? 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess what? There were 4. When you multiply by 1, you do not change the identity. That is the identity property of multiplication. Now, the second property might be the easiest property that we talk about all year. It's called the zero property of multiplication. And guess what number it's about? 0. If you multiply by 0, the answer is always 0. That's the zero property of multiplication. Easy enough. We have a multiplication chart here to show it that if you multiply 1 by 0, you get 0. If you multiply 2 by 0, you get 0. 3 by 0, you get 0. Do you see a pattern, boys and girls? No matter what you multiply by 0, you're going to end up with 0. I think when we were in the classroom, I'd say 7 times 0 is 0. 41 times 0 is 0. Elephant times 0 is 0. That's just given a name now. It's called the zero property of multiplication. You're going to work with these two properties today.